You told me. I think you said something. You was like, it ain't really.
That shit was mid as hell.
Yeah, that's what you. Yeah.
You seen Top Gun?
That movie was good.
I told him shit was really good.
Yeah, because I watched that shit. I was like, this movie is good as hell.
I mean, I gotta watch it.
Really good.
2 thumbs up.
Because I even told my girls, I watched this shit by myself. I was like, yo, that movie was really
That
good.
shit was exhilarating.
Like, I was
It like
thinking
kept
about
you on
that
the
shit.
edge of your seat. Like, yo, that dude was in the damn house. It was a clincher.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit.
I thought about that shit Monday too, and I was like, oh, I might have been drunk.
No,
That movie was good.
that movie was really good, bro. It's a good movie.
That movie was good.
Can't front on that. And I'm like a super critic. That was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know he don't like nothing.
Yeah, I know.
If he say it's good, then it got to be good.
Tell
Except for
you,
that
I told
everywhere,
them I
all
ain't-
the time.
I
That
ain't
movie
seen
was trash.
you. I tell you, honk for Jesus or whatever. Just
It's a series, right?
Ignore it. No, it's a movie.
Oh, it's a movie. I thought it was a series.
Ignore it. Honk for Jesus or something like that.
Honk for Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
With Regina
With
King.
Regina King and Regina Hall.
Regina Hall, yeah. I
and
keep saying
Sterling
King.
K. Brown. And Jordan Peele got something to do with it.
He directed it.
I don't know. I just seen the monkey paw shit. Look,
Don't watch it.
don't even know.
Said go right on past them.
Yeah.
You know I gotta try it out though.
You'll turn it off. I guarantee you'll turn it off. But see, I'm stupid. I would take the punishment once I start something. Like I've seen some of the worst movies they ever made, and I turned it on and I sat there. I'm like, shit can't be this bad for 2 hours.
Yo, we recording, so what are some of the best worst movies you ever seen? I'm gonna start. One of my favorite movies, and this shit is terrible. If you really think about it, it's Car Wash with Snoop and Dre.
But all
I
those
really like
type
that
of
movie.
movies are bad.
I like
It's
that
a
movie.
lot of those. I got the hookup. Was
That's
a terrible
almost
movie.
a genre of bad movies that are good movies. I think. I think you could put them in a category
In
by
that
themselves.
genre, the hood movies type
Yeah.
movies. I really like that movie though.
Because if you really think about it, Juice is not a good movie, but it's a classic. No, you gotta think deep. You ain't thinking deep. Think about the storyline.
Yeah, it really ain't
Think about the storyline.
that dope. It was just
I mean, but storyline, you talking about leading up to the climax
Like
of Bishop going crazy.
How Q got this nurse?
Well, she like his. I don't know. I was about to say he was a teacher, but I don't think she was.
She was a nurse.
Yeah, well, I don't know how he met her.
How Q got this nurse?
I don't remember.
so you wanted it more fleshed out.
I mean, I'm just
was
saying.
that the part that was like egging you?
No, that's just part of it that just egged me. It's certain stuff in like
The basketball cuts was like
it's
watching it now. It was like, like how they cut them basketball shots up.
Yeah.
And they showed some of the same moves
So
in the edit.
It's a bunch of movies. I mean, they going their own little corner. They gonna be great movies to us, but if you really look at them, they is terrible.
I mean, what's something you like that is like outside of that genre though? What's something that you could watch that's considered terrible, but you like it? Man. You got anything? I got a movie called Bedazzled that I really fuck with Brendan. You remember Brendan Fraser?
Yeah.
White guy that played in The Mummy. He plays in this movie called Bedazzled.
I know of the movie and I can't.
Is that the one where he was something about the devil?
Yeah, the chick comes to him. She's Lucifer in the movie.
I think I've seen it.
Grants him wishes.
I know
I
seen
really
it.
like that movie too, and it's a terrible movie.
But I think that is a subgenre in itself. Like bad movies.
Like cult classic type bad.
Not even that. I'm just talking about they know they bad. I think they bad intentionally.
So they self-aware of being bad.
Yeah,
type.
because they know people like it. Like me, I'll watch a bad movie knowing that it's terrible, and I got to see it through just to see how bad, how much worse it's going to get.
Damn, I can't think of the name of the movie. I'm trying to.
It was a movie, I can't remember the name of it, and I probably won't ever remember the name of it. It was a movie that was so bad. I was watching it, And it was like this scene where the dude was lit across the street and he was saying something to the dude on the other side of the street. And the editing was so bad. It was like a big thing on Twitter. Like, even if you looked up the movie on Twitter, people was clowning the editing on this movie so crazy. It was so bad, I had to go look it up. I had to go look up and see what was going on. The editing was so bad. It was like, you know how you edit something in the movie? You know, in most movies you see, the editing be flawless. You don't even know they
like
cut the
transition.
right. But it'll be like, dude have on a jacket, then that cut, he got no jacket on, then he cut again, and it be some people standing behind him, then cut again, the people gone. That shit was bad. I'm like, they had to do that shit on purpose.
Nah, sometimes that it's not on purpose though. Sometimes that shit
Bruh,
is not on
not
purpose.
that egregious though. Like any amateur editor.
Was it a comedy? If it's a comedy,
I think it kind of was,
then
but I don't think they did that on purpose. It was horrible.
Yeah, if it's a comedy, they might have not did it on, or they might have did it on purpose.
Is it Tropic Thunder? Or
I love Tropic Thunder.
That's one of those too. It's a bad.
It's
movie.
bad, but I love that movie, dog. I love it.
You ain't had no problem with the blackface?
That was the part that I liked the most because
it was funny.
It's funny, man.
It was funny though,
and it was self-aware of itself. Because it wasn't like it was doing it. It was a movie inside of a movie.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It wasn't doing it to be malicious.
Yeah.
I took it for what it was, and I enjoyed it. But
what do you mean,
it's a
you
bad
people?
movie.
That shit is hilarious, man.
So, do y'all think a bad movie, does that equal low budget?
No. Fuck no. I've seen like big budget movies be terrible.
I think I just told y'all not too long ago. I watched a movie called I can't even remember the name, but that shit had what's that white dude name that was that played in the Sacrifice, not Sacrifice, the one about Jesus. What's it, with Mel Gibson? Mel Gibson was in this movie. Just came out maybe like a few months ago, and it was about some dude. He was working in an office. He was sitting on a chair. The chair had a bomb in it, but he was a hacker. And it was like somebody was talking to him, telling him what to do. And if he got up out the chair was going to blow up, kill everybody in the room. That movie was so bad. It was a terrible movie. I watched the whole thing. And then at the end, because this is the thing I do. I watch a movie knowing it's bad, and then I'll be like, God damn, it's a bad movie. I'll go on like, what's it, like IMDb, or like I'll go to Twitter or something. I want to see what other people said about this. I know, am I tripping? And then I see people agree with me, so I'll be like, oh, so this movie is really a bad movie. That movie was horrible, terrible. It had Mel Gibson in it.
Yeah, that really don't mean anything because
but
sometimes,
they do though, because it's like certain people associated with a movie, you ain't gonna think it's gonna be a bad movie. Like we say Denzel's in a movie, you ain't gonna be like, oh, it's gonna be a trash movie. You expect it to be good.
Sometimes they take roles.
They doing favors for people.
Yeah, or they getting the check.
Yeah.
Sometimes that happens. That happens a lot. I've seen great
And
actors
then, like,
in bad movies.
The person you talking, Mel Gibson, has a whole lot of controversy behind him.
So he might have had to take that because he couldn't get nothing else.
Let me get this.
Yeah, he did have a lot. I think he kind of got blackballed in it.
At one point, he was on the hot seat for real. So where he couldn't.
So that might have been, somebody want to give me a check. Let me take this.
But if you like one of these established actors or actresses, right? If you see this shit going the wrong way, when you speak up.
Nah, sometimes but see, sometimes you got to think. Sometimes actors, they'll take a creative, like they get tired of just doing the same routine. It's kind of like any job, I think. They be like, I'm tired of doing the same thing. Let me take a chance. Or let me try to put my idea out there and maybe let me direct. And they horrible at directing or horrible at writing the script. But they do it anyway just to take a chance. It's like kind of like your favorite rapper. You like this from them, but they tired of doing that. They want to go do something else, and it turns out horrible.
And they can get away with it because of their name.
Yeah, and actors do that too. They just get tired of doing the same shit, and they'll take it. Look at Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy had a string of terrible fucking movies. He'll tell you.
Yeah, he did. He had a little wild. He was doing some wild movies.
Some terrible shit, but then they'll find that role that brings them back, where they find their passion again.
Much no more though.
Huh?
You don't really see Eddie Murphy do much no more.
He ain't got to.
I mean, I guess he ain't got to, but still, like, I don't know if he just chilling or if he ain't getting the roles like he want.
Nah, when you get to that point, you really waiting for the role to say, "Hey, you got to do this." It ain't. He probably get a script and be like, "Nah, I ain't doing that." But then it'd be that one. I got to jump out there and make this happen.
Y'all seen that the newest Kevin Hart movie?
No.
Shit trash.
Man, all right. So you said it's trash, right? And you said you ain't even watch it.
I didn't like it.
So you probably ain't watch it because you already thought it was gonna be trash, right?
Yeah.
The same thing to me.
I watched it all the way
like,
through though.
I watched the whole movie, but I was like,
through.
I didn't watch it when it came out. I'm probably wait like 2-3 weeks after it came out. I'm like, oh, let me watch it because I wasn't doing it. Like it'd be some shit. My thing is I have some shit on in the background while I'm doing something else. So I'll kind of be watching it, kind of not watching it. That movie was, I ain't gonna say it was trash. It was just something to watch. It wasn't good. It wasn't bad. It was in the middle. But
this the one y'all talking about, the one with Mark Wahlberg in?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Did it make you laugh?
It gave me a couple chuckles.
Yeah, it was a couple things.
Yeah, a couple chuckles. But I was like, he just made a movie like that with John Cena.
It's the same movie.
It's the same movie.
It was the same movie.
He did the same movie with two dudes that look the same. But the John Cena movie was funny to me though. The one he went on vacation with them, that shit was funny to me. I forgot what it was called.
about that movie. You right. He did.
That was the same movie. Wild white dude doing wild stuff, and he got to go along with him. Same movie, same plot.
It was. It really was.
Yeah. Remember when him and his girl were doing all that wild stuff, and it was with his chick. He was proposed to her, and they had them doing all this wild stuff. It's the same movie.
Yeah, you right. The John Cena one was better than this. The meantime.
Damn, that wasn't
Kevin Hart. That was a little real.
That was a little real. Oh shit! Nah,
all white people looking like all black
that's
people.
my fault. But it is the same movie though.
It's like I know the movie y'all talking about, but I'm like, I ain't.
Nah, that movie was funny though.
It had some funny shit in it.
I had it fucked up though. That wasn't Kevin Hart. My fault.
Damn. You had me thinking that shit because I do remember that.
Nah, that
I
was
watched
real.
both of them.
Yeah, that was a little real.
I did watch the little real movie.
But
so you telling me it's the same movie?
It's basically.
Kevin Hart last movie was one with that damn assassin dude. He was like, damn, what's his name?
Yeah.
Nah, it was
Jason Statham. Was
no, nah, it was homeboy from White Man Can't Jump.
Woody Harrelson.
I
ain't seen that either.
That was his last.
Man from Toronto.
Man from Toronto. Yeah,
I ain't seen that one either.
But you know, that's Kevin Hart playing like himself. He pretty much playing himself in them movies. But the ones I like with Kevin Hart, like the one he did with Wesley.
Step outside the box.
And then the one he did when he was like the daddy and the little girl.
Yeah.
That movie was real good. I got kind of misty on that one. When his wife died and he had to take care of his daughter by himself.
I ain't seen that either.
Good ass movie. You'll like it because he was playing a serious role.
Yeah, I enjoyed the one where he was the caretaker for the dude in the wheelchair.
Oh, that one too. That was a good movie.
Yeah. From Breaking Bad to Breaking Bad, man. Bryan Cranston.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Them the ones I like too. When he playing himself, it's like.
But
seems like a check.
I wanted to go back because we were talking about Eddie Murphy. Last thing I seen Eddie Murphy do besides Coming to America 2 was the Dolomite movie.
I liked the Dolomite movie.
Dolomite movie was good as hell.
I did too. The Dolomite movie.
But like I said, I feel like that was something he wanted to do.
I think that movie
he had to do. It was like, I want to do that.
I feel like that movie didn't get the type of recognition it should have got. Because people
really
don't really know
movie.
Dolomite like that.
That was a really good movie.
That movie was real good.
Especially
if you know anything about Dolomite.
Yeah, especially when I did the history on Dolomite. That was a really good movie.
Like, I felt like he was like, I want to do that because he knew the story and felt like that's something, I want to do it. It ain't, I need to do it or y'all want me to do it. Yeah, I want to do it.
Well, that Dolomite movie came out like last year or 2020.
It might have been about 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, I think it might have been like, yeah. I like that movie though.
I guess that's a good point. Like when they really, the artists really want to do something and put everything into it, you can tell.
Mm-hmm. Cause money ain't even a issue when it get to that point anymore. It ain't about the check. They doing it for the love of their art, I suppose.
You know what though? I know it's kind of a transition, but when people like that got that much money and they been in their industry for I don't know how long, they probably got a couple $100 million at this point, right? What will make you? The only thing that you can have is passion to keep you actually working. That's it. That's the only driver you have to even keep doing it.
Yeah.
I don't need no more money. So the only things that I'm gonna do is stuff I want to do, right?
Or I'm gonna take a chance and do something, and it may or may not be, but I had fun doing it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
And I got paid.
Yeah.
So we'll look at it and be like, man, what the fuck is this? And they was like taking a creative chance. And it's like, yeah, maybe it'll come out good, maybe not. But I'm not doing the same old shit I've been doing. Because sometimes, you know, like a lot of actors, musicians, all them, they get pigeonholed to one thing.
Same role, yeah.
They don't, sometimes they rebel against that.
I remember I seen some like, you know how Instagram had them little like memes and shit. It was a Mexican dude, and he played a gangster Mexican dude in every single movie he ever been in. I think his name was Hector in all of them.
I seen that.
It was like 20 movies. He was Hector in every single one of them. Same, like he looked the same in all of them. That was kind of funny to me.
Same with some of them mob movies. Some of them mob movies, you're gonna see the same people in them movies too. Then they've been a mafia member their whole career.
Some people cool with it though.
Yeah.
You get a steady check, and it's like, all right.
Y'all ever think about rich people tears? Cause what I'm saying, like, all right, so say for instance, we talking about actor or actress, right? And they got 100 M's up. They circle they hang around is different, right? So everybody got 100 M's and up. There's some stuff, it's just, you know how, I mean, rich people play rich people games. So it's like, they doing rich people shit, and then it might even the person with the 100 M's be like, oof. You know what I'm saying? Like, they playing them rich folk games. Oh, y'all just went and bought me a little $80 million yacht. Little $50 million yacht. Shit like 3 football fields long. Oh, you just got that one?
Oh, you talking about like keeping up with the Joneses type shit?
Yeah,
but on
you
another
still
level?
keeping up with the Joneses, but you keeping up with the Joneses on a whole nother level.
It costs $1 million a month to maintain it.
Right. So say for instance, like when you get in the like you in the NBA or the NFL, niggas that been playing for 10 years and then they had a long career, you can't do the same thing when you're a rookie. You might think you can because you are rich now, but you ain't rich like that. So you might want to sit out some of these nights when they go and spending $30,000-$40,000 a night in the strip club. You might not want to go do that because it's gonna hurt you. It ain't gonna hurt them. So we got like rich people tears.
For you to say that, and I might be wrong. I'm starting to notice, and they do put the work in, and they might deserve it, but you're starting to see a lot of people want to renegotiate their contract before it's time.
Probably because they see other people and what they doing, and they probably feel like they done put out enough work where they deserve more money.
Or they could have blew the bag already.
That too, because you see some people that ain't even in a position where we think they are in a position where they should need no money, but they be trying to get this money like they need it.
Mm-hmm.
But I ain't gonna, man, get your bag, get whatever you can out of it.
Yeah. I ain't knocking
But
it.
some people, like, if you still on your rookie contract, and you know how you got your rookie contract, and then you going into that second one, that's when you gonna hit them in the head for that second one. You might need that money because you done fucked the other one off. I went and bought a new Porsche. I done spent $20,000 3 times a week in the strip club. And I bought all these jewelry. I done bought all kinds of shit.
See my mama house. My mama house off the chain.
Yeah, I done blew this little. What they only give you like maybe what?
A
few $1 million.
It all depends.
Do you think that happens as often as it used to? Because there were because the players that used to happen to like in the 90s, early 2000s, they told their stories. So you think people are taking heed, or you think that these motherfuckers just still knuckleheads? And they still
I don't think
Hell
it should happen as much as it used to, but I think it does. Especially you gotta think, because so many people coming from nothing. They ain't never had nothing, don't know what nothing is. Now they got everything at their palm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, back and call.
Yeah. And they don't know how to say no.
It's a wild ride.
Cause just think about this though. It ain't hard.
And you young.
Look, think about this. Look, we gonna give you $1 million. Somebody can say they gonna give you $1 million right now. Oh shit, I'm rich. No, they take taxes out of that. You might be getting 600,000.
Yeah.
So now you got 600,000. Oh, I went and bought me the new so and so car. I just spent 150,000. Your 150 out of that. You just only got 600,000. Now you down to 450. I want to buy me a house. How much your house is gonna cost? You paying for it straight up? Yeah. Out of 450, how much your house cost? You're broke again.
You still ain't paid yet.
You ain't even got nothing but a car and a house, and that's it.
You ain't paid your accountant, your agent yet.
Think about how easy it is if you don't know nothing about money to spend it up quick as hell.
Yeah, but they go to like. Don't they go to like the seminars before they even start?
They do the rookie ones.
Do you think
they got the mandatory rookie
sitting there paying attention to what's really being
it's like
said?
college orientation.
Yeah, you gonna sit through it because you got to. You ain't paying no attention to that shit.
Me and you in there talking about how we gonna spend the money while they telling us not to spend.
Like some of y'all ain't gonna be here.
I said, it's gonna be you. It was me. It was me the whole time. I didn't even know it.
Yeah, some of y'all ain't gonna be here.
They said, look, listen up. They said, look to your left and look to your right. One of y'all, it was like 2 of y'all ain't gonna be here.
Y'all hear what he said? Yeah. Y'all hear what he said?
I was like, you better tighten up. Nah, nigga, that was me.
Yup. So yeah, you right. It's easy because life comes at you fast, man. Before you even know what you getting into,
you on a
what
team,
you did.
You got a star linebacker. He getting paid 50 M's a season. You only make it 2. Come on, rookie, let's go to da-da-da-da-da.
Stay in your lane.
Come on, rookie, let's go to da-da-da. And it's on you.
Oh, nah, it's on you as a rookie.
Yeah, it's on you. We going out there.
Did the Pivot Podcast say that?
We just spent 30,000 in strip club last night. You had a good time. Rookie, we doing it again tonight.
Cause I
what you gonna do? Say no?
I would like to see. I'm interested to see, which I would probably never see, but you know how some people, they come out and they projected to be stars, and they make it through their rookie contract, but then the rookie contract is up, and they struggling just to stay in the league. So
you talking about shit ain't working out like it's supposed to?
Yeah. Okay. And you don't. It's really not a really explanation. They might have got injured, or most of the time it's injuries. That's what I'm gonna say. But I would like to see one of them step up and be like, well, now I ain't got but such amount of money. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see what kind of moves they made when I'm projected to be that one or one of them ones.
Yeah, you probably won't
and it don't turn out to be that way. And now you see them, they had all the workouts. They playing in the G League, the D League, the B League.
Oh, yeah.
You might see it down the line.
But
you probably won't see it because I think it's pride.
Because I got a couple names that I don't want to say it on camera.
Yeah, I got one in mind right now, but I think it's pride at that point because you.
Zion.
Shut up, man. That wasn't who I was thinking about, but I think it's pride for
he
people.
Gonna be straight though. Cause he about to get it. He already got paid.
Yeah, they paid him.
Yeah, I think they ain't trying to have that, but there's a bag in that. If you can swallow your pride and say, look, this is I think there's a bag in that because you can educate.
Yeah.
Oh, you just talking about like the bag from being a speaker.
Yeah, or just you can turn that into something. You can make
Just
a
like
whole documentary off
Your
of
boy
what.
getting ready to make a lot of money. I'm sorry to cut you off, but the dude the twins, they're not twins, they just brothers. In the NFL, the one didn't have a hand.
Oh,
he
yeah,
just
yeah.
retired.
He retired.
Yeah, he just retired.
He getting ready to make a lot of money. He retired because he
Why
was
he
like,
retired, though?
he said he really didn't want to play because he wasn't with his brother, and he was tired of going from here to there to here to there, trying to latch on with a team. And he got some type of position or deal or something with the league, and he's getting ready to go around the world telling his story. I guarantee you, and I guarantee you he is gonna make a lot of money.
Yeah, I mean, if you know how to finesse that into another bag, well, a lot of people don't. You talking about somebody that had some notoriety before he even came into the league.
Yeah,
That's what
I'm talking about the dudes that got into the league. You might be a first round pick. Well, I don't know. Even in NFL, you could be a sorry first round pick too. Even you made it in the first round pick, but you ain't got the notoriety. You don't have the star power, I would say, the branding or none of that. You just a guy. You good.
no, I'm talking about the ones that had all of the things you saying that they didn't.
But most of them guys gonna be all right no matter what because of that. They can market that no matter what.
Not if they can't stay on somebody's team.
Yeah, not
No,
necessarily.
they still can. They gonna be able to market that for a while.
I'm gonna give you a perfect example when we turn this camera off.
Right now.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all ever heard that song, that gospel song that goes, "Order my steps in your word"?
I'm pretty sure I have.
I would sing it, but I don't remember how it go.
It ain't ringing the bell right now. I'm pretty sure I have.
He was like, "Order my steps in your word."
You said you
I
ain't
heard
gonna
that.
sing it. Yeah.
I can't
yeah.
remember the rest of it.
I do
but y'all know
know
what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I do now. Now that you did that, yeah.
But how y'all feel about making a plan and ordering your movements to make that plan become a reality?
What you mean, faith? You talking about like faith without works?
Nah, I ain't talking about nothing. It ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm just talking about like if you set up a plan. All right, so say it's not even nothing crazy. Like say you work at Walmart.
Right.
You work at Walmart. That's it. You be like, my plan is I'm gonna work here for 2 years. Then I'm gonna go be a manager at Target. That's your short term goal.
Okay,
right?
so once you set that in motion, you got
Like, what steps am I gonna take?
Yeah, you got
to
figure that out.
get me to be
Where you want to be.
right. So first thing, if it was me, first thing I'm gonna do off gate is I'm gonna go look up a Target manager position requirements. What I need to be a Target manager. Then everything I need to do up until that point, in them 2 years I gave myself a time limit, which I feel like giving yourself a time limit would put pressure on you and make you be able to give yourself a reasonable time limit. Let me say that. To do the things you need to do to be in the position where you need to be in, right? So after them 2 years is up, I'm gonna be done. I got the customer service skills. I got the time management skills, or managing employees, or doing the schedule, doing stocking, whatever. I did all this stuff.
Basically becoming the best the employee you can be at Walmart while aspiring.
No, not even the best employee I could be. I want to become a Target manager
Yeah,
at Walmart.
Yeah.
But
let me
that's
ask
what
you
I'm
this.
saying. So you being the best you can be here, knowing that you aspiring.
I don't want to be best. I want to be the best.
I want to
Target
stop.
manager
I
I
want
could
to
be.
stop
That's what I'm saying.
all of this
Best.
right now and ask you one question. Why you aspiring to do all of this in these 2 years? Why you ain't applied for a job at Target so you could do what you're doing at Walmart, so the people at Target can see you trying to be the Target manager?
That's one of the steps.
I mean, you know what? That's a good step, but maybe in my scenario, maybe that want an option. In my scenario, maybe that want an option. But I'm saying, no matter where you at, you could be working at damn McDonald's, and say, y'all want to be a target manager.
Okay.
That's your goal, right?
All right. That's
I'm
all I
gonna
need
be
to know.
a target manager, and I'm doing this, and that to be a target manager, and I'm gonna keep doing that until my time limit up, or until I don't want to do that no more, or I'm a target manager, and then I'll make a new goal. Right. Mm-hmm. So how would y'all how y'all go about doing it? Y'all think that's important, or do you think that work?
So you saying basically set the goals for what you want
to achieve. Set the goals and the means to get to an end.
Yeah, that's definitely important because you got to know where you're going before you can arrive there, right? Yeah. Or else you just going.
But I think that's the main. I think that's the biggest issue that's getting missed. A lot of people don't have that.
Nah, a lot of people don't plan. I don't think a lot of people plan.
They both are key, but I don't know how definitive is that the word I'm trying to use? Yeah. For the time frame. I don't know if you can.
No, but you got to give yourself a time frame to make you put the work in. Because if you don't give yourself a time frame,
so know when the time is over with, I'm ready.
Right. Yeah. That's for you.
All right. Okay.
So if you don't reach the time frame, you can recalibrate once you get there. But it's to keep you motivated and keep you working, so you hold yourself accountable.
I get what. All right. Yeah.
So so check this out. We can go. We cut it back to like something. Say for instance, you play basketball, right? You a guard, and you basically you pretty much like a traditional guard that you pass a lot, but you want to add a step back three to your repertoire, right? By next whatever, and then by next season, during this summer season, all I'm gonna do is work on my step back three. Step back threes. You doing step back three. I want to get to a certain percentage. I'm shooting 100 of them a day. I want to shoot at least 40% for the my step back threes. So that means that you done made a goal. You want to add this to your arsenal, right? You got a whole maybe 4 days a week when you shooting 100 shots a day, step back threes. That's you doing the technique. That's all you doing. You very precise deliberate about what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
So when you get into the game next season, when you go in and pull up that step back three, you natural with it. I've been doing this. I'm gonna pass. I ain't gonna pass. Damn, step back. I'm shooting that step back three. It's a goal. It's a little goal for shit that you can do with everything, pretty much.
What you saying? You saying you had to know that you wanted to do that. Is what you're saying? Like like the planning is
everybody needs. Well, I ain't gonna say needs to. I think successful people. I think they set goals.
Yeah, they plan for what they want. Because like you said, you can be a guard and you could be a traditional guard, and you could just be practicing everything willy-nilly, and you ain't even taking into account your weaknesses or your strengths. Exactly. And you just keep doing the same thing.
You ain't improving your weaknesses.
Yeah, that's what kind of separates the great from like this tier and then this tier, because they self-aware of their weaknesses, and then they know where they want to go. So they plan to get better at the weaknesses. And they, like you said, they work precisely on those weaknesses until they get better at them, and then it's on to another thing. So I think planning is very important. I think a lot of people miss out on planning. We was talking about something. I don't even want to disclose what we was talking about because I don't want to put it in the atmosphere yet. But you was talking to me about planning on what I wanted to do with a particular skill set. And I hadn't thought about it to that point, but us having this conversation is going to make me recalibrate and go back and really think about what I want to do with it so that I can have a plan and be better prepared.
So you like you're saying, you can go into it all willy-nilly because you got passion for it.
Right.
But if you have a plan about how you want to attack this,
you'll move forward.
You'll be more successful and you'll get more out of it.
Exactly. You're moving forward with a purpose.
Because it's like you, say for instance, you going to learn like you if you a kid learning math, right? You ain't gonna go into it learning algebra. You gonna go into it learning addition and subtraction, and then division and multiplication. Then you get to the algebra.
Right.
Somebody throw algebra at your face, like, what? Huh? It ain't gonna make no sense. You know what I'm saying? So if they get it to you in certain steps, like, you got a better understanding of stuff.
With that being said, though, it ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about. You did any algebra today?
I did. I helped my daughter with some algebra today. She was doing
I see. Yeah, that's.
What is it called when you got to make them equal on each side or something like that?
Did you do any algebra today besides helping your
No,
daughter?
But I do a lot of it.
You do
helping her.
Without outside of that?
No, I don't use it
in your life. Do you do any algebra in your life?
I do some.
I
do some. I'm talking about what we was talking about.
Yeah,
before.
you do. You use some math.
So
in
there's
that.
something involved in that.
Yeah,
Okay,
you use some math in that, but. Yeah, I do algebra a lot.
Nothing to the extent.
That's
of
what I'm saying. Yeah.
Nothing to the extent.
That's my point.
That's why I always used to be okay. It's certain stuff when we was in school, right? And I'll be like, I ain't never gonna use this. Like a lot of English shit.
I feel like I learned all my math that I needed to know before I left 5th grade.
But a lot of that math stuff I think is useful. Like a lot of that advanced math stuff, like that the calculus and all that. I thought that shit was useful to me.
For
problem solving,
bro. Yes, you need. It's not maybe not even the process of problem solving.
Yeah, problem solving.
Okay,
it is.
All right.
I thought that shit was useful. Some stuff I didn't think was useful. Like a lot of journalists might find English to be important. I thought English wasn't important to me. I don't care for it. I didn't care for science too much. I almost failed it. I had all A's in math. I was good at math.
I was the opposite. I had to go get tutored in math every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
We went off on a tangent.
Yeah, we
did.
We did.
I don't even know what the original topic was.
We talk about planning, man. Proper planning, man.
I think that having a goal put you in a different mindset too.
So goals and planning. I agree with that. I don't think it's a simple process, but I really don't think people do it.
It's simple, but I think it's difficult for people to hold themselves accountable to make it happen.
You think so?
I do.
Why?
I ain't saying
why is that?
Me in particularly, but I'm just overall thinking about. I don't think. Because one, I don't think a lot of people make the goal or the plan to do either one of them.
I agree
That's
with that.
the beginning of it. And then the ones that do.
Don't follow through.
Yeah, they don't follow through or something throws them off and they don't get back on track or they get off track and they just be like, fuck the track. I mean, I just think you got to have a certain type of discipline to be able to go all the way through with that type of planning and goal setting and all that stuff. You got to have a certain type of discipline to make it happen.
I think, and this is my opinion, I think if you don't really want it if you're not following through.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense.
That's what I think. And a lot of people say they want certain shit, but they ain't willing to
you ain't really
do what it takes.
Put the grind.
Yeah.
Right. A lot of people want a certain shit, and they don't know what it takes.
That's
and
true,
then when they find out what it takes, I don't want that anymore.
So then you don't want it no more.
Yeah.
So that means you never really.
Or they go half-ass.
Yeah.
Getting it, thinking they can skip the
Skip
certain
steps.
steps. Yeah. And it's like it don't work like that.
Or they've seen the unicorn that didn't have to go through all these steps and made it, and they say, "Well, such and such ain't do all this. I can still do it." And
but
it
you
don't
know
work.
what such and such had to do.
No,
It don't work like that for everybody.
He said something with that.
Yeah, but you don't know what such and such had to do as an alternative to the steps either.
That's true.
That's true. But it's like he said, it be them outliers that they circumvented the normal way of doing something, right? And then if you start looking at how they did it, and then the way that you think you gonna have to do it, you be like, well, I can't do it like they did it. It don't work like that.
It's not gonna work.
They got lucky. They something different. They not like everybody else.
Or they might have took a different path. Your path is your path. not their path. Their time is their time, not your time. So they might have got it a certain time frame that you thought you should get it. It don't work like that.
Around they parents know so and so, and they in this.
You don't know. You don't know the variables.
They in this committee over here, and they got this person as an internship to do this, and you ain't know nothing about that. All you know is they jump from this to that real quick.
You don't know the variables at all. They might have sucked some D, and you don't know. You don't know.
Oh Lord,
you don't want to suck that D, or do you? But you don't know. You don't know what they had to do to get it. Certain shit happens. You don't know. That was extreme, but you get what I'm saying. You don't know what other people had to go through to get to where they at.
It was extreme, but I think it was real.
Yeah, you don't know what other people had to do to get there. Just focus on what you need to do. You can't skip no steps. And you got a plan. And if you really want it, you'll try to execute that plan in every chance you get. And a lot of people say shit and they don't really, really, really believe in what they saying, so they just saying shit.
And it could be from what's the word I'm looking for? Complacency. So say eventually you at a job where you been there for a while, you know the job, and you do the job, maybe the job ain't that bad, but you don't like the job, and you think you could do more. If you could set a plan up for you to get out of there, but the work that you got to do to get out of there, you might not want to do it because you complacent where you at. I'm cool right here.
It's gonna be sacrifice. It's gonna be harder than what you're doing now, even though you hate this. The sacrifice is gonna be a little harder. So, I'm just gonna complain about this shit.
I just stay here and ride this out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna complain about it. Just ride it out and hope something happens instead of making something happen. Yeah, planning is important. You said something with that. Planning is important, and I don't, like you said, Bodie, I don't think a lot of people really plan. They might think they are, but they not.
They just already
really
living.
Planning.
They just already living.
Not really planning at all. Just think about like the planning that goes on at the plant that we all work for at a certain point.
They plan shit down to the
T.
Yeah.
To the T.
Just think about the plan for one thing that you might not even think is all that important. But think about that planning. And people playing with their life, they ain't even planning that. They just, whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, whatever going on with
it's
that.
your fucking life.
When you come over here, this better get done. Well, that's why I feel like, not how I feel, but I'm saying like in the bigger scope of things, in the bigger scope of all that that's going on at the plant, all those planning, the small decisions add up to the overall, this shit run like clockwork. We don't miss no beats. We running like everything on schedule. You know what I'm saying?
That's the goal.
And that's what happens.
That's what more than not. Yeah, that's what happens. Sometimes it's hiccups, but they plan. They even plan for the hiccups.
And if we ain't the top of the top, we is at the top with the rest of the top.
Yeah. So
all the time. Yeah, I get it.
But that's why I'll be saying, like, even when you talking about planning, like, it ain't got to be nothing grand. You be working that way you working at. Like, nigga, I'm doing this over here. Let me plan to move. I want to go over here. I want to work over. I want to do that job. What I need to do to work over here. Order your steps to make your. If you order your steps in that direction, what could, I'm trying. Maybe you might not get it in your timeline, but you're gonna get there. Cause the only thing you could do is stop. If you don't ever stop, you're gonna get there. No, one way or the other, you're gonna get what you want to do. You just got to keep going for it.
Either that, or you're gonna figure some shit out along the way that's gonna put you on a whole nother path to get something better than that.
Yeah,
that's all that can happen. A lot of people just be too apprehensive to even do that. And so they just stay in place, and you running in place, you really ain't moving forward. You really moving backwards. You think about it.
You just turn around in circles.
Yeah, so
and complaining the whole time. Anyway.
Yeah, it's a great conversation, man. Planning is important. Like, it got me thinking about some shit that, cause traditionally I plan, but traditionally I've been a willy-nilly type nigga.
I think I've been willy-nilly my whole damn life.
You know what I'm saying? I go with the flow for, like, I'm so nonchalant, and I know what I want, but my planning isn't as precise as it should be a lot of the times.
I plan, but I don't think I plan as much as I should.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I plan for certain things, and I follow through all the way, and it works out. And I think I should expand with that and do that with other parts of my life.
But you ain't like the fact that you planned something and it worked out. You ain't feel like no. Like, I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Sense of accomplishment.
Yeah, a sense of accomplishment about, I planned this, to work like this, and this, and it came out just like I planned it.
I can't, to a certain extent, but at the same time, I was like, damn, you probably shouldn't have had to go through all that just to make that happen. But if you'd have planned better.
Oh, so you thought you could have planned better? Oh, because... Oh, see,
you see what I'm saying? If you would have been planning, you wouldn't have had to go through this plan to get to where you're trying to go.
You had to go around what didn't happen because you didn't have proper plan up to that point.
Oh, yeah. So you was a plan B nigga.
Yeah.
But hey,
that's still planning though.
Look, you gonna get into plan B. I'm on plan B.
No, you have to.
C, D right now.
You got to. You got to like be able to adapt.
Cause it's like,
cause your shit ain't always gonna work.
Because everything ain't gonna work out like it's supposed to. But say for instance, you was willy-nilly your whole life. Like, I think I'm willy-nilly too, right? Shit, I'm on plan C. Like, shit, it ain't over for me. Nigga, I'm about to go for mine. Fuck that shit. I'm going for it. And whatever happened. But I ain't just gonna leave it up to me to just spin around no fucking circles. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I feel you. That's how I think it should be. Especially if you feel it in yourself. Like, I'm all about that gut feeling. Like, you get that, plan with that, and go for it. Shit, what's the worst that could happen?
Worst that happen, you reach your goal.
Or you could be homeless. But you still went for it.
Whoa.
You still went for it. You still went in. You still went for it. I
wasn't even going to go there. I was going to say make another plan.
Yeah, that too.
You just plan your everything got a plan.
You got to go for it, man.
I think when you move with intention, man, it usually comes with some kind of pride.
It does.
Just because you set a plan up and you want your plan to succeed. So you kind of feel like, I'm not gonna let myself down. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to make this work out.
Sometimes it ain't gonna work like the first, second, third time, but you'll figure it out.
Yeah, as long as you don't let it break you.
Yeah. That is all right, we'll be back. I'm like, all right, man, we're gonna wrap it up, but before we do, we about to get into, I don't know what we're about to get into.
Something.
What we had? What was on the docket? Shit.
We had the van lady. We had the houses. The noise. Something else.
And work-life balance.
We talked about that. No, we didn't. Mm-hmm. No, we talked about it. Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about it. Shit. What about it though? Work-life balance.
Is it possible
to have a work-life balance?
Yeah.
I think it is. But then again,
depending on the type of work.
Yeah.
That's a major key.
I think it is because, like, I think today competitiveness is a major thing, even if it's made up. A lot of people are just competitive and they want to be better than the next, so they want to constantly work at what they getting at. So they never really turn the shit off. So they work-life balance is gonna be fucked up because they trying to get ahead of the next person. Because they competing, even if it's imaginary, they still competing with the next person. So I don't think the work-life balance works in the traditional sense. I think it could work if you set yourself up to do what you enjoy doing.
I don't know if it works then. Like, as an entrepreneur, I feel like you're gonna work at least double what you would work otherwise. But it goes back to what we just talked about in the previous segment. You gotta plan it for the work-life balance to work.
Yeah, so what I'm saying, yeah, I understand. I do get that because you're going to work more. But what I'm saying, if you set yourself up to do what you enjoy doing, and if you are fortunate enough to do that, then it ain't as much work to you.
It ain't feel like work.
Yeah,
I get what you're
so
saying.
you know, it's like that balance is going to be null and void to a certain extent. It ain't going to even really matter.
But when I look at as far as the work-life balance is concerned, I think the balance doesn't just involve you.
That's what I was about to say too. I
That's
think it
a great
includes
point.
your family
Yeah.
also.
Great point.
So maybe you might enjoy what you're doing at work, but your family ain't
Still
seeing
getting neglected.
right. And they think like, oh, you always going all the time, but I like going to work. I love my
Right.
job. But you have to put your family on the back burner just to do it.
And there has to be a plan in place so they could understand why you doing what you're doing, so they can reap the benefits on the back end.
Right.
Basically.
So it's like you in the military, you don't be gone for 6 months, 8 months, a year. You gotta be home for like a month or two. I don't know how that works, but that's part of the you know. That's what it's how you know my shit work out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm gonna be gone for a long time. I'm gonna be home for a while, and we gonna enjoy this time together. But then I might be gone again for a year.
And you ain't gonna be hungry none of them times.
Right.
That's the major key right there.
Excuse me. Well, the military, you can't control when you're gone, and when you're home, it's part of the job. You don't have no say so over that. So what say you of something that you can control? How do you, like, let's say you have control of your, let's say you're doing something that you really like and enjoy. What steps would you implement to create that work-life balance to make sure that you're spending enough time with your loved ones and still being competitive in your field? How would you implement that?
See, me personally, I don't think that to be successful, you're not gonna have a work-life balance. It's gonna be off balance. Something's gonna sacrifice. Most of the time, if you trying to be successful, it's gonna be your family. They gonna have sacrifice because you're not gonna be able to spend time with them. You're providing for them because, of course, you bring money in because you have to keep doing this thing all the time. I'm always here so we can live like this, and that's the trade-off. And hopefully, the family, you got a wife or whatever your significant other is, understands that, and y'all compromise on it. So I got to do this so we can live like this, right? But I think that could be offset. So say, for instance, if I needed 5 years to build my business up to where I want it to be, right? So then at that point, I done made a plan to where if my business is bringing in this amount of profit, I can fall back, let someone handle the day-to-day, Then I do all the other stuff on the back end, but I can do that from home. But it's gonna take me 5 years to get to this point. That's only if I'm successful in doing that, then my plan will go into the second phase where I'm gonna let this person take over the day-to-day, and I'm gonna work from home, more time for my family. But you're gonna have to sacrifice that 5 years up to that point for me to even get here.
For some, that's a huge sacrifice.
That is a big sacrifice for some people, but it's a sacrifice some people can deal with. If you on my program, then you gonna know I'm trying to do this, and what I'm doing is for us. It ain't for me. It's for us. Mm-hmm. But say for instance, my plan don't work. It ain't where I wanted to be at. It might be another 3 years.
Gotta implement Plan B.
Right. It might be another 3 years, and I still got to do the same thing. So everybody's sacrificing for 8 years just to get to where I'm trying to be at, so we can be to the point where I can spend less time doing this and more time at home. I need somebody to be on the same page with me. But if I'm gonna be successful, I feel like ain't no such thing as work-life balance. To me, you got to do what you got to do.
Because even if let's say even if you can, because like I'm with you with that. I don't think the work-life balance shit. I don't believe in that either. Trying to get to where you want to be. So let's say you are spending time with the loved ones. It's still gonna be some sacrifice, because once the loved ones go to bed, now you say, okay, I done spent time.
Now I'm up. I'm sacrificing. Now it's on me.
Yeah, I'm up for like they sleep. They in the bed 10 o'clock. I'm from 10 to 2, 3 in the morning. I'm grinding.
Right.
Then I gotta get right back. Yeah,
back up.
I gotta get right back up at 8 in the morning, and then I get to get right back to whatever else I was doing. So it's always gonna be that give and take. So either it's gonna be both ends. You're gonna have to sacrifice your time, and your loved ones are gonna have to sacrifice sometimes, I think.
Right.
And as far as like y'all saying that you don't think it's really a balance, it is a balance if you got somebody that understands what you trying to do. That's how you achieve the balance, I think. They got to be on the same page you on, and they're willing to make the sacrifices with you and understand, okay, he ain't gonna be able to do this, but maybe he can do this.
But I think there's still an imbalance, but I think it's a compromise on the imbalance.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean by that. It balances.
Job. Say for instance, you working a regular job, you working 40 hours a week, right? Y'all know y'all trying to buy a house, y'all got a baby coming, something like you need more money. So I should start working overtime. So now I'm working 50, 55 hours a week. That's a sacrifice. You ain't hardly home if you working 55 hours a week. You know what I'm saying? That's a sacrifice that somebody gonna have to make. You sacrificing yourself going to work all the time, and she gonna have to sacrifice you not being there. Just because you had to make more money.
And through my experience, that's something that I've seen they're willing to accept. As long as you're going to work and getting to it, regardless if it's a regular job or it's you're an entrepreneur or whatever, you going to work and then you coming home and it ain't no, you know what I'm saying? They are, I think that's something that's acceptable to a certain extent.
I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't be. And as a man, I don't think I would ever let it be a problem. I'm going to get this money. I'm going to get this money. And I don't think it ain't too much that's going to stop me from doing it.
But what if, well, I guess it goes back to what you said. They got to be on the same page. I was about to say, like, you can go to work and you know in 2 weeks that check is going to come. But what if the vision is, I'm doing this, and it ain't going to be no money no time soon, but I know if I continue to do this at this pace with this plan, that in the future I'm gonna be up. But right now, shit gonna look might look meager.
All right, so check this out.
So what's going? What happens then? You know what I'm saying?
This is how I feel about that. So I ain't a woman, but if I would, no, even if it was a man doing it for his woman, vice versa. No matter what, if you the person that's you waiting on your significant other plan to work out, I think that you being a good companion should let them try to work out their plan, their dream, whatever they want to do. They want to do that. Say, I need 2 years. I need to do this. Right?
It's a time frame.
Stay by me for it. It got to have a time frame. And I think if they don't have one, you need to set one. I'm gonna give you 2 years to let whatever you want to do, whatever it is, whatever this shit is, you want to do that. I'm gonna give you 2 years. After that 2 years up, then it's on me. I'm making a decision to fall back from this shit, or you gonna go do something else. You get a job, you gonna do something. I'm leaving, or you doing something different. I'm gonna give you a chance. It's on you now. You make it happen or not. If you don't make it happen in that amount of time, then I'm gonna do something else.
What if that time frame wasn't reasonable to start out with, but y'all thought it was reasonable?
Time frame, if we agreed on it. It ain't like I'm just gonna set a time frame and I'm gonna set like when they on the other segment, it's a reasonable time frame. Not nothing crazy. Like I'm not gonna give you 6 months.
So if you say like I gave you this 2 years and you kind of see the progress, and you see the potential.
You at the cusp.
Yeah.
That's
different, right?
That's a
you can work with that
subject. I mean, what is it? It's like it's okay. I might see something this going somewhere. Let me give you some more. Let me give you like another 6 months to a year. See where it's going.
Okay. So
and after that, if it ain't going nowhere, I'm gonna start doing something different. Me personally, after that, I done my part. Now I'm about to be selfish.
Yeah,
about this.
Whatever it is, at that point, it got to be bubbling for them to see that it's eventually gonna blow. That would be
I think I don't want to say. Some people don't give it a chance though. They don't want to eat bologna sandwiches and shit. And when the
roll up.
Yeah, when the times get hard. Because you got an idea.
Yo.
You got an idea and you trying to bring it to fruition and you can only see the vision and they with you. But shit, when shit get hard, it's like, man, come on now, man. You like you dreaming.
I think communication help if you got a plan like that and you bring your significant other along every step of the way. Like, okay, so I went out and talked to this person today. You giving them the insides of whatever came from the meeting. I put this into production. I did this. I did that. I took this step to do this, and then you got that person going with you every step of the way. Maybe they might be invested now. They might be in on it now because so I know everything's going on. So I'm not in the dark. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm just over here. I ain't sitting on hope. Okay, I see you got a plan. I see you making steps in the right direction. Communication probably help everything. But I think communication probably help 100% of the things in your relationship.
It could, but if they don't believe in it, then
if they don't believe in it, ain't gonna help. They don't believe in your whatever you got going on, then y'all probably wasn't meant to be together no way. Let me take that back, because I don't believe in blind faith for nobody. I don't believe that.
So you think so you saying like, let's say you got an idea, and you know in your spirit of spirits that this, bro, if I can just make this work, it's gonna be the one. But your significant other is looking at you like, you sound like a fool. So you saying you need to sell her on it.
Yeah.
But what if you can't?
If you can't,
it's just
now, okay, so if I'm in that position, if that was my idea, if I felt that strongly about my idea, I'm gonna let it go. I'm running with my idea. If I felt that strongly about it,
you wouldn't let her deter you from.
I'm not letting her stop me from doing this. So you can stick on with me.
That wasn't the one.
Right, yeah, you can stick around me and see if this gonna work out, or you can just go about your business. I'm staying on this because I'm not gonna. What I'm gonna be doing if I stay with her? I'm gonna be still working at the same fucking Sam Club, at that stocking shelves. I'm not. Nah. Let me do this. I'm gonna follow this, and if it don't work, that's on me. If it do work, that's on me too. But I ain't gonna be doing it with you. You ain't believe me.
Yeah, you missed out. Watch this.
I get it.
How y'all feel about that?
I'm with you. I think
I agree.
I don't know if anybody can convince. Even if the shit sound, it might.
I don't believe in blind faith. So
Yeah.
even if you a woman, like you trying to follow your man, I know, don't be stupid.
Yeah, I can't blame nobody for it. Like, you don't believe in it, then you just don't believe in it. But
it could be your mistake in the end.
yeah, or you could be right.
Right.
But for me, like you said, if I feel like this is it, then I gotta go. I gotta jump off this cliff. And if you don't believe my parachute gonna open, then don't jump.
And this also, I think it depends on the type of relationship you have. Because if you believe in it, I feel like it's gonna be some women that's gonna take that far with you because they there for you like that, and they know you gonna if it don't work, all right, now you got to come up with something else.
Let me say this. Like you said, I don't like if you don't believe in it and you the woman, don't trust your gut. But if you believe in your man, because you with him for some reason, if you with him because you see something in him, like a woman is the battery in a nigga's back. Like the right woman is gonna be the catalyst, and she gonna take you over the top if she the right one. Because she gonna, when you not on your shit, she gonna be like, yo, what the fuck you doing? I thought you said this was the plan. Get to it. She gonna put that. She gonna be the energizer. The right woman is gonna be the one. So she gonna hold you accountable. She ain't gonna just let you fail.
That's why I was saying, like, communication is key. You communicate what you doing, like, she gonna be on the train with you. Or you have a meeting with so and so, like, what kind of questions you ask? What he say back? Like, da 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 da. She gonna get her input on what she think about the situation, how you could have did better, or how she think you could have did better. How the people moving, like it helped for somebody to be in your corner and trying to lead you in the right direction.
Yep.
So you can't leave her on the outside. She trying to guess what you doing, having faith in you, and you got it. And I don't know what's going on. I know it's money getting spent. Ain't no money coming in, and I don't know what's going on. Like that run out. That shit wear out quick.
Yeah, you gotta show her the vision, and then if it's good, if she believes in it, she'll get behind you.
So what if y'all girl wanted to start like a day spa where they do like facials and hair and nails and lashes, and that was her goal, her plan, and y'all don't give her the same grace?
I don't believe in blind faith. Just like you said.
Okay, there you go.
So I'm all about holding you accountable. I always do this. I go to the gym. Shorty says she want to get in the gym. I tell her, yo, you're not coming with me. You gotta show me something before you even step in the gym with me. You gotta show me you willing to do take the steps, right? She might not like me saying this, but that's what it is.
Man, but that's like, man.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. You gotta, and once you do that,
because I don't like that neither. Like, you would say you want to go, but then you're not gonna hold me back while I'm there.
that's what I'm saying. That's my whole purpose of saying that.
Just
so once you show me,
don't mean you working out. You
now,
just there.
now I see. Oh, you with it. Now I'm about to hold you. Now I can hold you accountable because you on it like I'm on it, and now we can hold each other accountable. So I'm with that. So anything, I got your back, but you got to show me that you with it and you willing to stick with it And that, I guess that goes back to what you were saying. You got to kind of sell them on your idea. The communication has to be there. And I'm on it like that. Like, yeah, okay. Oh, you really serious about it? Oh, let's get it.
Oh, we can get
Let's get it. Let's get it. We can move mountains like this.
Right, we ain't gonna need no lip service. They don't do nothing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm on it like that. So, and I want the vice versa. I want you to hold me accountable. Like, yo, if I tell you something in confidence and I tell you like, yo, this is my plan, I want you to check. Like, yo, what you do today? And I tell you some bullshit.
I do like that.
And you say, yo, you need to be like, oh, I thought you said you was doing this.
You play 2K all day?
Yeah, what the fuck you doing? Like,
you play 2K all day for real, my nigga?
Hey.
That's what you did today?
Yeah, what's wrong with that? Nah, nigga, you told me you
Yeah. Like, what the fuck is you doing?
Yeah, so I'm with it like that. And I think we, especially as black couples, we need to hold each other to that standard. We always talking about what we want.
Hell, in a relationship too, like really, that relationship shit really matters. Like you all hold each other accountable for shit like that. But y'all know it ain't nothing that y'all can't do. Y'all hold each other accountable for major shit.
It's the positive and the negative, and that's what a battery needs to charge. You need both of those. If you got both of those, you got something, man. But you got to be on the same page. You had to be on the same page.
Well, you just said something right there. The way he said.
So, get you somebody. Relationship goal. That's really relationship goal.
That's relationship goal for real. Some real power couple shit right there.
Anyway, if you made it this far, this has been another episode of the Legend Has a Podcast. I don't think we introduced ourselves, but we won't need to because this is the Legend Has a Podcast. We are the legendary visionaries, at least 3 of them. I go by the name of Artwork.
C. Bodie.
RH, a.k.a. Raul.
Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate y'all, man. Shout out to all the power couples. Shout out to all the degenerates. Shout out to all the people with a plan, man, and implementing that plan.
Mop your carpet.
Yeah, read a book. Until next time, we out.